What if I told you that one of the most shocking scandals in Little People, Big World history is unfolding right now? Caryn Chandler, longtime partner of Matt Roloff, is at the center of explosive claims. Rumors say Caryn has been jailed for 2 years, accused of stealing $1 million, and now her relationship with Matt may be over for good. Fans can't believe it, but the whispers are getting louder. Betrayal, money, and divorce could mean the end of everything the Roloffs have built. Caryn Chandler has been a central figure in the Roloff family story for years, both as Matt Roloff's partner and as a recurring presence on Little People, Big World. Viewers have watched her step into the spotlight, first as a farm manager, then as Matt's companion, and eventually as someone who seemed destined to become his long-term partner. But now, shocking allegations have surfaced, claims of financial betrayal, stolen money, and even jail time. These rumors aren't just about Caryn. They directly impact Matt Roloff and the legacy of Roloff Farms, a property already weighed down with controversy after family feuds and failed inheritance deals. If Caryn really is at the center of such a scandal, it could unravel not only her future with Matt, but also the fragile ties holding the Roloff family together. Fans are buzzing, asking if this could be the final straw. Could Caryn's alleged actions lead to divorce, more fractures in the Roloff family, and the permanent downfall of Roloff Farms as we know it? Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Caryn Chandler's story with the Roloff family began long before she ever appeared as Matt Roloff's partner on Little People, Big World. For years, she was a dedicated employee at Roloff Farms, working as a manager and helping run the pumpkin season, the farm's busiest and most important time of the year. Fans may remember that she was one of the people who greeted guests, handled operations, and made sure the fall season was a success. In many ways, Caryn wasn't just an employee, she was part of the foundation that kept Roloff Farms running smoothly. But things changed dramatically when Caryn transitioned from employee to girlfriend. After Matt and Amy Roloff's marriage ended in 2016, Matt revealed that he had grown close to Caryn, and the two began dating. To many fans, the timing was complicated. Some believed Caryn had been a supportive friend to Matt during his marriage struggles, while others speculated that she may have played a bigger role in the breakup than was ever shown on camera. This perception created tension in the fanbase, with some cheering for Matt's new happiness and others accusing Caryn of stepping into Amy's place too soon. From that moment on, Caryn became a lightning rod for controversy. Every appearance on Little People, Big World carried extra weight, not just because she was Matt's girlfriend, but because viewers couldn't help but compare her to Amy, who had been a cornerstone of the show since its beginning. Fans dissected everything: Caryn's interactions with Matt's children, her presence on the farm, even the way she spoke about her role in Matt's life. Over time, Caryn's role in the Roloff legacy became undeniable. She wasn't just Matt's partner, she was actively shaping the future of Roloff Farms and, by extension, the future of the show itself. Some fans appreciated her organizational skills, her ability to support Matt, and her presence as he moved forward in life. Others, however, felt she never fully belonged in the Roloff story, no matter how involved she became. This dual perception, admired by some, criticized by others, has followed Caryn for years. And it's part of the reason why, whenever her name surfaces in headlines, it ignites heated discussions among Little People, Big World fans. As the story deepens, one of the most explosive claims to emerge is what many are calling the $1 million scandal. Rumors suggest that Caryn Chandler may have had access to certain business accounts tied to the Roloff farm and related ventures. Whether it was through her long-term involvement in Matt's life or her former role as a farm employee, whispers of financial mismanagement have begun circulating. Some claim that a significant amount of money, possibly up to $1 million, has gone missing, and Caryn is at the center of the controversy. The allegations go even further. Fans speculate that Caryn may have attempted to quietly secure her financial future, perhaps by moving money or gaining control over funds tied to the farm and production deals. For a woman who has been accused in the past of having ulterior motives in her relationship with Matt, this theory only adds fuel to the fire. For Matt Roloff, who spent decades building his farm into both a family legacy and a television empire. The idea that someone so close could be connected to such a scandal is devastating. It's not just about money. It's about trust, reputation, and legacy. If true, this alleged theft could shake the very foundation of what Matt has built and call into question the stability of the Roloff family brand. Meanwhile, the public reaction has been explosive. Some fans are in shock, refusing to believe Caryn would be capable of such a betrayal. Others are angry, convinced that this proves long-standing suspicions about her true intentions. Still, there's a portion of the audience who remain in disbelief, arguing that the rumors are exaggerated and fueled by drama-hungry fans. What's clear, though, is that the $1 million scandal has left the Roloff fanbase deeply divided. Theories are everywhere, trust is fractured, and for Matt and Caryn, the fallout may be only just beginning. As the rumor spread, the idea of Caryn Chandler facing 2 years in jail has become one of the most explosive talking points in the Roloff world. While no official confirmation has surfaced, the speculation alone has ignited a firestorm among fans. For some, the notion of Caryn being held accountable feels like long-awaited justice. They argue that the Roloff empire has been riddled with secrecy, financial disputes, and unanswered questions for years, and this alleged sentence could finally be the consequence of shady behavior. Others, however, remain skeptical, convinced that the entire situation has been exaggerated by gossip blogs and fan theories spiraling out of control. But beyond the debate, the personal impact of such a scenario cannot be ignored. If Caryn were truly serving 2 years behind bars, the toll on Matt Roloff would be enormous. This is a man who has already endured divorce, years of health challenges, and endless disputes about the family farm. Caryn has been his partner, his support system, and, some would argue, his closest confidant during his later years. Losing her to a prison sentence, even temporarily, could leave Matt emotionally isolated and struggling to manage both his business and his personal life. The ripple effect on the Roloff family would be undeniable. Amy, though divorced from Matt, remains connected through their children and grandchildren. Reports suggest she might feel conflicted. On one hand, relieved that long-standing tensions with Caryn might ease, but on the other hand, saddened by the way scandal continues to define the family name. The Roloff children, too, would not be immune to the fallout. With the family constantly in the public eye, Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob would once again find themselves forced to answer uncomfortable questions about their father's personal life and Caryn's role in it. Meanwhile, the media circus continues to grow. Tabloids are quick to capitalize, framing Caryn as everything from a scheming manipulator to an unfairly targeted woman. Was this 2-year sentence a fair outcome based on genuine wrongdoing? Or was it the product of a narrative inflated by public perception, jealousy, and years of mistrust between Caryn and Roloff fans? That question remains at the heart of the storm. And until hard facts emerge, the line between justice and misunderstanding will remain blurred. The scandal surrounding Caryn Chandler has led fans to speculate about the ultimate consequence, Matt Roloff ending their long-term relationship. For years, Caryn and Matt have been inseparable, with Caryn stepping into not just the role of partner but also manager, farm supporter, and, in many ways, the glue holding together Matt's busy world. But with accusations of theft and a possible jail sentence looming, many believe the trust between them has been shattered beyond repair. For Matt, this isn't just about money, it's about betrayal. Caryn was someone he relied on deeply, someone he let into both his personal life and his business affairs. If these allegations prove true, Matt could be left questioning whether their entire relationship was built on genuine love, or whether Caryn had her eye on the Roloff empire all along. That's a level of heartbreak that goes beyond romance. It cuts into his pride, his reputation, and his family's legacy. Fans have already taken to online forums and social media, with many saying divorce, or at least a public separation, is inevitable. The Roloff name has always been tied to trust and family values, and Matt may not want his legacy tainted by the shadow of scandal. For some viewers, the writing is on the wall. Once you're accused of stealing from the empire you were helping to manage, the relationship becomes nearly impossible to salvage. This entire situation has also reignited an interesting question. Did Amy Roloff see this coming? Amy has never hidden her skepticism about Caryn, and in past seasons of Little People, Big World, she made it clear she wasn't Caryn's biggest fan. If Caryn truly crossed a line here, some fans believe Amy will feel vindicated, almost as if her instincts were right all along. But that could also open old wounds, with Matt potentially feeling embarrassed or defensive, knowing Amy had warned him. The ripple effect doesn't stop there. Roloff Farms itself is in the spotlight. Caryn has been tied to the farm not only through her relationship with Matt, but also through years of work as a manager and supporter of its events. If Matt chooses to sever ties, would her name and history be completely erased from the farm's legacy? Or would he quietly distance himself, leaving fans to wonder about the future of the farm's management? One thing is certain, this isn't just about a relationship. It's about the future of the Roloff brand, the farm, and Matt's reputation as the patriarch of a family fans have followed for nearly 2 decades. The divorce bombshell isn't just personal, it's business, family, and legacy all tangled into one explosive chapter. The internet has been on fire ever since these shocking claims about Caryn surfaced. Social media platforms like Instagram, formerly Twitter, Reddit, and Facebook fan groups dedicated to Little People, Big World are overflowing with speculation. On one hand, there are fans who say this entire scandal feels like karma. They point out how Caryn entered Matt's life while Amy was still reeling from their divorce, and how controversy has followed her ever since. To these fans, the alleged $1 million scandal is simply a case of what goes around comes around. But not everyone is ready to crucify Caryn. A sizable group of supporters are calling her misunderstood. They argue that Caryn has always been unfairly painted as the villain in Matt and Amy's story. To them, these rumors sound exaggerated, possibly even manufactured, either by tabloids or by online trolls looking for drama. These defenders insist that until hard proof emerges, Caryn deserves the benefit of the doubt. And then there's the million-dollar question, literally. What will TLC do with all of this? If the allegations are true, it could become one of the most explosive storylines in Little People, Big World history. But there's also the risk of the network stepping back entirely, not wanting to be associated with legal controversy or real-life scandal that could harm its brand. Some fans speculate TLC might use this as the perfect way to reignite interest in the show, while others believe it could be the final straw that brings the series to an end after nearly 2 decades. The uncertainty about the show's future has fans divided. Some are convinced this drama will keep the Roloff family in the spotlight for years to come, giving TLC no choice but to renew for more seasons. Others think the show has run its course, and that this kind of chaos isn't the wholesome family content viewers once tuned in for. And let's not forget the ripple effect. Even if Caryn is the center of the storm, the fallout won't stop with her and Matt. Zach and Tori, who already distanced themselves from Roloff Farms, might be forced to weigh in or deal with increased fan scrutiny. Jeremy and Audrey, who chose to leave the show years ago, may find themselves pulled back into the conversation as people speculate about what they know or don't know about Caryn's role in the Roloff legacy. In short, the Caryn scandal isn't just a headline, it's a turning point. Whether it tears the Roloff family apart even further or pushes them into a whole new chapter of reality TV remains to be seen. At the end of the day, Caryn Chandler's alleged scandal has shaken the very foundation of the Roloff family legacy. The whispers of a $1 million theft, the shocking idea of jail time, and the looming threat of her relationship with Matt Roloff crumbling have left fans stunned. Whether these claims turn out to be exaggerated rumors or harsh truths, one thing is certain. The Roloff story will never be the same again. The farm, the family, and the future of Little People, Big World, now hang in the balance. Fans are left with one burning question. Is this the final chapter for Matt and Caryn, and could this be the moment that changes everything for Roloff Farms forever? With that,